like Joseph Smith. He is known as a prophet for the Mormon church. Those churches are so beautifully built, but their doctrine is not according to what Jesus has taught. And this is like it's sort of a cult congregation where they believe rather they choose to rather believe Joseph Smith more than they believe the words of Jesus. Because, for example, let me give you an example of what they believe in. So Joseph Smith is the prophet of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Now they are very family orientated. Joseph Smith wrote everybody's soul pre-exists, and you were born as a spirit child from your previous life. And the reason why you have to have children is you need to bring those people's souls into existence, because you have a heavenly father and a heavenly mother, and are all children of God in a physical sense. And the pursuit is exhortation, where you will be a God on your own planet if you do everything right. They say that God the Father had a physical body like ours and lived on another planet circled around the star called Cohab. And if you do everything right, you also will be a God on your own planet. It is like you're pulling spiritual babies out of the spiritual realm. Do you see what they believe in? It's not what Jesus have taught. Absolutely not. So unfortunately, these sorts of books, they have crept in to deceive, and be careful, because thousands of people have been deceived through this cult religion. Then you have another cult religion, which is the Muslims. They worship Allah, and they wrote a book, Muhammad, if Muhammad existed, which I question, but let's say he did exist, he wrote a book called the Quran. Problem with the Quran is, let me ask you a question. Who are you going to believe? If I want to find out who you are as a person, who am I going to go to get accurate information about who you are as a person? Well, I will start off with, let's start with your wife or your husband. Let's start off with your children, friends, family. And they are going to give me a more accurate information about who you are as a person. I'm not going to go to somebody that had never met you or even seen you before in their whole life, and then I want to go to that person and find out who you are as a person. You see, what Muhammad did was, he's known as a false prophet, just like Joseph Smith, and Jesus warns us about false prophets in Mark 13:22 and ongoing. For false Christs and false prophets will rise and show signs and wonders to deceive and even the elect. And Jesus is warning us. And so Muhammad, he denies the divine nature of Jesus. He denies that Jesus is the Son of God, and of course he also